Hello and welcome to day 65 of 100 Days of Bad Video. So today we're going to talk about product of your environment. And this came about as I was talking yesterday in my talk. I said something that kind of sparked this thought that I've been mulling over the whole time since the talk of yesterday. And what I said in the talk was, when I said data in, bad data in is bad data out. And so I had planned on doing a talk on bad data in, bad data out, and just talking through that whole process. And as I was getting my thoughts together, writing everything down, as I was thinking, it came to me that it was bigger than just bad data in equals bad data out. It came to my attention, or not to my attention, but to my knowledge and to my knowing that while it's bigger than bad data in, bad data out, it's more of, you are a product of your environment. So if you are in a good environment, you automatically going to get good data. If you're in a bad environment, you're automatically going to get bad data in. And as I was thinking about that, I started thinking about, over the course of my life, when was I at my peak? When was I functioning at my peak? And I can honestly say, when I was functioning at my peak efficiency and just performing in a manner that I wanted to perform, it was the environment that I was put in. Whether it was the people that was surrounding me at the time was pouring into me, or not even necessarily pouring into me, but they were feeding me, and they may or may not have known that they were actually feeding me good stuff. So like when during my course of time in the military, the crowd that I hung around in the military, while I had a lot of friends, my close group of friends were really go-getters. We all had ambition. We all really wanted more out of life, and we strive for that. My best friend, my brother, him and I, like, we did photography together, and we were chasing that passion, and we love cars, so we would work on our cars. And during that time, our godfather, he was actually an aircraft mechanic who worked for the FAA. And when we came in, I had my FAA license for mechanics, so he brought us in, and that, because of the environment that we're in, exposed us to even more. We had tools, we had everything that we can work on our cars, and then we had someone with knowledge. There's that, when the student is ready, the master will appear. So our master appeared, and basically he taught us and took us from this level to the next level, where we can maintain our cars and fix it. And I had, I was young, I had a car with turbo booster and all of this stuff. And while I was knowledgeable about engines, I wasn't knowledgeable about turbo boosters and how they work. And there he was. So he taught us how to do that. I mean, I did brake jobs. I did a lot. Now, a lot of this basic stuff I had learned growing up. My environment my parents had me in. They poured into me. They pushed me. My dad's favorite saying was, "You're going to get it. You're going to get this education, whether you want it or not." And it was that type of thinking that pushed me to do better, pushed me to be better. But while they were pushing me, they also gave me the room to grow and to be me and to be the weird kid that I was. And they allowed that, because as long as I wasn't harming myself, they allowed me to tinker with stuff. Literally, I took a brand new computer apart that they gave me. My mom just looked at me and was like, "You're going to put it back together and it better work." And I knew the way she said it better work, I knew what that meant. So moving forward, we had my parents, then I was in an environment around in the military with my godparents and my best friend, and moving from there, then my wife, and the environment that when we came together, that we built together, put for our kids and to push them so they can develop into the great adults that they are. And even while we were in those environments, even ourselves, the people that we choose to hang around is positive people that's on the move, people that's like-minded like we are. And whenever, even though I had that core group, whenever I operated outside, or like say I was in a job that was toxic or negative or whatever you feel, while it was like it was a fight in my head, you know, I had this environment, but I have this environment. This environment was trying to take over this environment, and the good environment was trying to outdo the bad environment. And it would be a struggle. And I struggled with that because it's like the bad stuff over here with the negative, the talking negative and negative thoughts and being made to feel like I couldn't do something. Then over here, I had these people saying you can do whatever you want to do, put your mind to it, focus. It's this constant back and forth battle that I dealt with. And finally, over time, I was able to get through that. And the older I've gotten, or I should say the more mature I've gotten, I've learned that no matter what is outside environment, I have to stick to my core environment. So the basic premise of this talk is make sure that your environment that you have yourself in is the right environment for you. Make sure that you conduct yourself and keep yourself in good mental, good physical, and good spiritual environment. With that being said, only going to say one thing. Life gives you two choices. You can either run with the big dogs or you can stay on the porch with the pups. My name is Aaron Allen, and I choose to run with the big dogs. See you out there running.